why are there so many men whores in the world? And how does a man become a man whore? Okay, number one, first way is lack of a father figure. I was reading some statistics about fathers, the importance of fathers. It says children whose parents separate are significantly more likely to engage in early sexual activity. Yeah, it can be an absentee father. He's just not there. He's not in the family. He's not in the picture. Okay, they are highly more likely to engage in the children are, in sexual activity. 63% of youth suicide comes from fatherless homes. 90% of homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. 80% of rapists with displaced anger come from fatherless homes. 85% of all youth sitting in prison come from fatherless homes. Man, we fathers don't realize how important we are. We should realize that because we're created in the image of God, male and female, created in the image of God, but we don't realize our role in the family system and how important we are. You know, absentee fathers. Now, the father can be that. It's not that you have to be separated. The husband and wife, you know, the mother and the husband, the mother and the father, they're separated. That's not the point. You can have the togetherness of the family. It's just that he doesn't have time for you. The father doesn't have time for you. It's together, but maybe all the time was spent with the other two children. Or maybe he became a workaholic and you just didn't have that fathering, okay? How many fathers have taught their sons, you know, son, you need to respect women. You need to protect them. That's your job, son, to protect women, to keep them safe. And you don't just look at them as a mere body part, okay? And how many fathers taught their sons, you know, son, there's going to come a magical day. You know, right now, or shortly after puberty, you know, right now, maybe you don't like girls, but there's going to come a day when you're going to be absolutely fascinated with them. And your hormones and your body and testosterone and all that is going to kick in, and you're going to desire women sexually. Now listen, son, you know, you're going to have a desire to enter into sexual relationship with these women. But if you enter into a sexual relationship with that girl, in God's eyes, you have entered into a marriage covenant. You are married in God's eyes. Once you enter in, and you better be old enough and willing to take care of her if you're going to do that. Okay, we don't, you know, for the most part, we're not taught these things. For the most part, we're left to ourselves to figure these things out. How do men become men whores? Okay, pornography. 50% of Christian men admit to being addicted to some kind of pornography. And pornography is just about, it's not even about the woman. It's not even a real woman. It's body parts. It's vagina, it's breast, it's buttocks, it's lips, you know. It's just, the woman is degraded into body parts. Your mind is reprogrammed to degrade women. And now this does not happen overnight. You learn this stuff. These behaviors are learned. And so over a process of time, women become an object for sexual gratification, and that's all they're about. Okay, how do men become men whores? Okay, lack of fathering, pornography. You know, if you're with a man and he's asking you to do something that you're uncomfortable with, you need to get out of that relationship. You see a lot of some of the sexual perversions, there's a lot of degrading sex acts out there. And a lot of them have to do with control and power over. You know, and there again is an addiction just as much as pornography, and that is control and power over. You want to get out from under a control freak or someone who is a man who is exercising power over you. That's a bad relationship, bad relationship.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.